Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you the new Justice Gundam from the Bandai Tamashii Nation. This one is a metal robot spirit line, so they are about 5.5 inches tall, about 140 gram heavy. This one also come in the metal build line as well if you want to get it, and you can get the Freedom, Destiny, Justice, and also Strike Gundam. Now these are the one in a metal build line, and they are a little bit expensive, and they are more premium and much more die cast and so on and so forth, so they are a little bit bigger as well. But since I already have the rest of the Gundam in the metal robot spirit line, and the only thing that I'm missing is this one, which is Justice. So I decided to go with a metal robot spirit line instead, also a little bit cheaper as well. So in a metal robot spirit line, and the only one that you don't get is the Strike Gundam as far as I know, but you do get the Freedom, Justice, and Destiny, and like the metal robot line. And on top of that you have the Force Impulse, and you also have the Providence, and also the Akatsuki, which is the golden one from the old nation or whatever. But anyway, so they are the main character from the Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny. So there are two seasons, I think. Each one is about 50 episodes or something like that, so which is a really long one, about 20 minutes long, 25 minutes. So it is really good TV series. Actually, I really enjoy it, and I haven't seen those one officially before. Even if I've seen it when I was young, I can't remember. So I rewatched this one recently, and I have to say I really enjoy it. And I wanted to get this Justice when it came out on a pre-order, and I somehow did not get this, because mainly the reason is because this is expensive. I don't know why all the rest of the Gundams that I got in my collection are less than £150 for the metal robot spirit line, but this one is £180, and that is the cheapest I can find anyway. So I got this from a Japanese seller on eBay. If I go on these other UK companies or the Kuribo or the Toy Wonderland, and they're selling about nearly £200, I don't understand why. £180 is quite a lot of money for something that only 5.5 inches tall, if I have to be honest. If you want to go for the Hot Toys or 1/6 scale Thor, or the Captain America, or the Captain Marvel, I mean, they are not that expensive. £180 you can buy those, or you can buy the Zero DLX line, or you can get the Spider-Man from Hot Toys, or the Diecast Ultraman from the Dimension Studio. And this is really small figures, and then you're paying the same price as those one. But nevertheless, what can I say? This is Gundam, so they are expensive. So here we are. I love them because this one is actually one of the main character. Actually, is a Athron, is a Zala. He's the guy that ride this machine, and his friend is the Kira Yamato, and he ride the Freedom. So the guy Justice and Freedom are the two main characters in both seasons. So here we go. So this is what I got here. So I'm going to show you all the close-up in a second. Let's start with the box here. So the box looks like this. So what you're looking for is this logo, Metal Robot Spirit line. So not a Robot Spirit, okay? Robot Spirit is another Bandai product, but they don't have die cast used in it. This one has a die cast on it, so they are a bit premium quality actually. So you got hybrid material, and it is actually really cool figures. At the back, and you can make this jetpack to keep it flat as well, and then you can have it on its own, and then you can make this one flying around on top of this jetpack. So maybe because of that it is a bit expensive, because of having two units, I would say. It's buying two figures basically. And then you got die-cast skeleton here, that is really cool. So basically everything else is, all the articulation, everything is exactly the same for every single Bandai products really, so they are not going to be a problem. So let's look at the accessories. So you get all the typical hand as usual. So you also have beam sabers, and you get this additional piece where you can actually extend the jetpack, and you can put the feet on this little pack here, and basically you can make this figure standing on a jetpack and flying around on a dynamic stand if you want to. So this is a dynamic stand that you got. So you got a nice pink here or purple-ish color like this, which is always cool. But unfortunately, I never ever use a dynamic stand. I always keep it in the box as it is. I never touch them. And then you also have a boomerang effect as well, which is really nice. So basically, this one comes from the shoulder pad. Shoulder like this, so you can take this out if you want to, and then you can actually have this boomerang on it, but this one is already bended one, which is supposed to be like that apparently. And then you also have a double beam saver handle as well, or you can have single one, which is I put it in the waist. So yeah, so you have all these beam saver effects and all these stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. But anyway, let's look at the guy in close up. So here we are. Now I'm not going to show the articulation part because I don't want to move all these stuff. I like the way it is. Basically, I just normally put them in the pose that I like, and I just leave it there for a long time, and until I get bored and I move a little bit. Because the reason why is if I move too much and I worry that all the joint will get loose over time, so I just like to make all the joints as stiff as possible. So anyway, so this is the head, and you can see the all the little eyes and all the little things in there, which is really cool. And this is a matte purple-ish color. Okay, so it's not glossy one, by the way. Now you got a shield. The shield is exactly the same as the Freedom. It's nothing different. So it's the beam saver handle or the gun as well. They are basically exactly the same thing. It's just a different color scheme and a paint job basically. And you can see that there's a little pack here on the gun that you can basically put it on the back of the figure if you want to. And then you got this nice jet pack here with all the Eternal and number 2 here. Freedom is number 1, this is number 2. So this is really nice. I like that. And on the feet looks a bit different design compared to the rest of the Gundam, because all the rest of the Gundams are red color with a square head, but this one is pointy one actually. So this is kind of cool. And the kneecap is also a bit different, and you got all the decals and all the little written part everywhere in this figure, which is really nice. At the back, and you got a massive jetpack, which you can actually take this out. Now you can articulate this little gun port as well, or you can adjust these gun as well if you want. And then you can obviously spread out the wing if you want to. You can adjust all the little joint here to make it however way you feel like. And the wingspan, I have to say, it is huge, right? It is really big. To show you how wide they are, right? And you can see this is the same width as the actual box itself, and that is crazy. And that's not even including this additional piece in here. If I have to put this one in there, it will even make it wider, so which is even crazier. Okay, so at the back, and you can see here, this is the pack that which you can put on a dynamic stand, and you can put it in the air, making it look like flying, or do whatever you want to do. You can do all the crazy pose anyway. And then here you got this nice jetpack, which you can actually open all the little flat here as well, to make it look like maximum boosting effects if you like. And then if you want to put this one, all you gotta do is take this piece out. Okay, it's a little bit tight, and then you can put this one in there, and then you can choose either in here or in here depending on how you want to put your feet. So underneath the feet you got a hole here, and that's how you're gonna put it on. Okay, I'm not gonna put this in because it's kind of hassle to take this out, because this one is easy to do, so that's why I'm showing it here. But once you put this the whole jetpack in the figure, it's so difficult to take it out, and I don't want to break it. So but you can also do this one to come down and make the jetpack to go a bit flat like that. But in order to do this successfully, you need to take the head out. Okay, so you need to pop this whole head out, and then you can actually bring this one there. Otherwise, what you're gonna have is you're gonna break this little yellow antenna. So to show you that, see that it's gonna break it. So if you force it, you're gonna snap off the antenna, and so you don't want to do that. And then if you bring this one down, and it will sit around here, so you can imagine that it's gonna be there, which is the reason why you can see the neck is quite long, and I think they did it intentionally because you're gonna bring this one down to keep it there, and so that's why you need a lot of space down here basically on the neck. That's why they have it like this. Now, even though this one, the rear jetpack, is kind of big and heavy, it's actually kind of hold it still. So if I'm keeping on there, it's actually stand on its own without falling or tipping over at all whatsoever. So it is really good. So the die-cast frame on this one is quite strong and heavy, so it is actually, you know, maintaining the position here. So anyway, I hope that this video helpful. If you try to buy these figures, I definitely recommend it. It's just a little bit expensive, if how to be honest, for something that is only about 5.5 inches tall. But then again, if you get the rest of the figures already, and then you might as well, you know, go for this one. So it's not the only thing that is a bit expensive, really. So anyway, I'll show you the next video on all these figures, and I'll show you which one is my favorite and so on. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.